Gonna stance this thing out about 4 to 5 inches on each side.
Adjustable coil springs on this G-Wagon.
You're talking about 6 inches farther out, so that's huge. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Appreciate you guys watching as always. This episode we got something cool going on here, so yeah, check this out. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Appreciate you watching as always. Ryan Wilson here from Predator Inc. And as you know, all we do for the most part are Hummers. We've done quite a few other vehicles, but our main focus are Hummer vehicles on the civilian side, a lot of military stuff. But for the civilian stuff, which you know us for is the H1 Hummer. But today I've got a pretty cool build. I've got a G-Wagon. This is the G63 Super Rare 2020. These things are extremely hard to find. Each dealership only gets the allotment of a couple per year, and that's it. That's why these vehicles are hard to find. They also come with a super high premium price on top of the retail price. So getting one is extremely hard. This one came from August Motor Cars out of Canada. They shipped the truck down to us. We're doing this build and project for them, and then they're gonna have it back up in Canada here shortly, and it's gonna go up for sale up there. So check in with them in a few weeks. It's gonna be on their lot. You gotta check this thing out and drive it. It's amazing. However, you look at the G-Wagon as it sits, you're gonna kind of question yourself, why is this truck here amongst these beasts? So we are taking this truck and turning it into a super rare G squared. So what that means is it has a portal axles. Mercedes came out with the G-Wagon for a couple years. I think it was 16, 17, and 18 if I'm not mistaken, and offered just a couple of the squared trucks. I think they're going for like $500,000 or so. Really amazing trucks. They have portal axles on there. So if you're not familiar with portal axles, the H1 has portal axles standard, where Mercedes had it as an option in the squared conversion. So what that is you have the drive shaft coming in on the top side and the output from the drive shaft coming out below that. That increases your ground clearance quite substantially, 6, 7, 8 inches. It just depends on what type of portal axle you're running, and gets the whole truck off the ground, gets the drivetrain off the ground. If you look at like a Jeep, for example, they don't have portal axles. They have differentials that hang down super low, as do most four-wheel drive vehicles. And that's why the H1 Hummer is so special and unique, because it has the portal axles on there. So that's what we're doing today. We're putting the portal axle kit on this truck, as well as the wide body kit and carbon fiber and a bunch of other parts going into it. So I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be really cool. This has taken quite a bit of effort on our part and our purchasing department in trying to get these parts machined, sourced out of Germany, because COVID hit. We literally got the truck in right when COVID was starting out, and from there on out, it's been extremely difficult to get these parts out of Germany, even to the point where we had to have somebody from Germany, because Germany went into full lockdown as we're trying to airship these parts out, had to drive them across the border and airship them out of another country that wasn't on lockdown. So a lot of background on this as far as a challenging build, and we haven't even started on it. So I'm excited about it. I know that once this thing hits the road, it's gonna be pretty amazing. So let's get into the build. I wanna show you first the portal axles. So come over here, take a look at this. These are some spring upgrades that's gonna go on the truck. This is a portal axle, and that's kind of the heart and soul of the squared kit. So this is the back side of it. So this is the bottom side here. And then so the input comes in up here. So you can see the difference is about, I'd have to figure out exactly how much it is. I'm sure you got a few geeks out there that want to know exactly what the drop is on that. but it's got to be 4 to 5 inches or so. So you have the input shaft coming in up here, the output coming out here on the hub. So that's where it gets a lot of its height increase just from this geared hub. I'm sorry, geared hub. I call them geared hubs because in the H1 Hummer, they are geared hubs. That's what we call them. However, the rest of the world calls them portal axles. So this is the kind of the heart and soul of the kit. And so we're gonna put this thing up in the air, take a look underneath, and then the boys are gonna get started on ripping into this thing. Okay, so we got the G-Wagon up in the air. Let's check this out. So this is where the portal axle or the geared hub is gonna go. It has the, you can see the drive shaft over here, or half shaft. This half shaft comes into the top of the portal axle, and then the whole portal axle actually drops down here, and the output is down in this location here. So that's gonna give you about 5 inches of drop or so, because this whole wheel and tire assembly is gonna drop down and bolt onto the outside of the portal axles. So when we come up to the front of the truck, you're gonna have a tremendous amount of more ground clearance, obviously, and we're gonna go with larger size tires, but it's also gonna stance this thing out about 4 to 5 inches on each side. So it's gonna be a lot wider, also a lot taller, and it's gonna rival this beast right here, the exoskeleton truck. When you walk up to a G2 truck, they're massive. I mean, their top of the roof line is up here, so it's gonna be very comparable as far as the appearance that the G-Wagon is gonna have alongside this truck here. So it's gonna be cool. Hang out with us. We're gonna have some more vlogs coming out on the G-Wagon. We're gonna start ripping into this thing now.
What we're doing here is putting in new springs, adjustable coil springs on this G-Wagon. Already got those installed, and then now we're starting the process of installing the portals. First time doing this. Not nothing too crazy, but seems to be flowing pretty good.
No pun intended.
Well, dude, check out these calipers. These things are massive.
Yeah, 6 piston.
Yeah, put your hand up next to it.
I mean,
This one has a big claw, so gotta put that in perspective. Look,
yeah,
look at that
like
thing.
huge.
Yeah,
These things are
massive.
huge. And then the rotors are like floating. These things are huge. They're like, I think they're 16, 18 inches,
Wow.
something like that.
These are massive. Yeah, getting it all together. How's everything else look?
Everything looks pretty good so far. I mean, brand new vehicle, no rust for the first time ever.
Yeah, but there's leaks in the back, right?
Oh yeah, there's one of the shocks in the rear, shockingly, is leaking. So right here, we saw it as soon as we took off the wheel. We saw the oil already. This thing only has like under 200 miles.
Wow.
Bad design, that bad seal, I don't know.
Yeah.
They might want to warranty that thing out. Do something about it.
Yeah. But it's kind of funny. You go from the massive shocks, or I'm sorry, the massive calipers up there to what do you have back here?
This is a regular single piston caliper.
Thing's tiny, dude. It looks like an H1 caliper. Like the stock H1
Yeah.
caliper?
Yeah, a little tiny one. Your typical caliper for any vehicle, really.
Yeah.
That's what the size of a caliper normally is.
So why do they have larger calipers on the front than the rear?
Because most vehicles do 60% braking up in the front and 40 in the rear. So you want bigger braking up in the front as opposed to the rear. If you brake, it brakes like this as opposed to braking ass end first.
Gotcha.
That's why they do that on most vehicles. Hummers, I don't know, they just stick to 4 of the same all the way around.
Yeah, Hummers are 50-50.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't do 60-40.
yeah, most vehicles are 60-40. That's why you'll go through your front brakes before you go through your rear brakes.
Yeah. All right, so what do you got going on over here? You got your portal going on?
Yeah, so we got the portal going on. So you got the first plate for the portal bolted up.
All right.
And then right over here, we got the rest of it. It's a 3-piece or multiple pieces, but pretty much 3-piece. You gotta get the gears all separated, torn apart, so you could assemble it on the vehicle itself.
Oh wow. So you have to disassemble it to fully get it installed.
To assemble the whole thing together there.
Gotcha.
Because you got bolts going both directions, so obviously that's why you need to disassemble the portal.
So check this out. We've got the portal axles installed on the front end. Come over here, take a look at how wide this is now. As I mentioned earlier, you have the input over here, the output down here, so that gives you a much taller stance out of the truck. It gives you a lot more ground clearance. So off-road ability has been greatly increased out of this truck. It's also a lot wider too. So as I mentioned, the stance here, you're talking about 6 inches farther out. So that's huge. So that means is we've got this massive tire and wheel combo that's gonna go that's gonna be installed here. And the stance is gonna be wider, giving you more stability. Also another couple inches of ground clearance out of this truck as well. And then something else we're gonna have to contend with is the fender flares. The factory fender flares are just not wide enough for rims and tires that are sticking way out here. So we've got new carbon fiber fender flares that are gonna be installed that are very similar to this, but much wider. They're gonna come out another almost 4 or 5 inches or so, which is going to look like the 2016 G-Squared. However, this thing's gonna be a 2020, so completely new body style. Much increased drivability, on-road, off-road. It's just a lot more comfortable vehicle. And it's gonna be one of the first and only G-Squareds out there in the 2020 G63 platform. So that's the biggest, best engine available. So yeah, we're really excited about this. This is gonna go up to August Motor Cars here shortly, and will be for sale up there unless they decide to keep it, who knows. Let's go to the back and take a look and see what Flo's doing. I know we've got the front installed, and we've got one of the rears
Installed, yeah.
installed. So where do we stand right now? Just finishing this back corner up?
No, I'm gonna begin to take this one apart. This one, this is pretty much the beginning of
So
the.
don't keep my head like right here.
Just look right there. Right there. So what you gotta do is go like this.
Yeah.
But make sure you wear safety glasses though.
Safety is important.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much beginning to disassemble this side, the right rear. We already got the left rear assembled. So this is pretty much where you got to start at. You pop the axle out. A little bit of oil coming out of there, gear oil. Once you do that, you got to take it back to the press and remove that axle. But this is where it begins.
So you got a lot of work to do still on this side.
Yeah, there's probably about. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're about what, a day and a half, 2 days each corner,
Yeah.
just on the geared hubs or portal axles. Two different names, same thing.
Yeah. It's a big process. You gotta disassemble the portals, reassemble on the rear. You gotta disassemble the factory stuff, the factory bearings,
Yeah.
and then press it all together
Yeah.
to be able to install the whole thing as one unit.
All right, so let's go on the other side. I want to show you this geared hub that's been installed. So, you know, start right there, take a look at this. You've got the axle that comes in here, and then the output coming in, or coming out over here. So you can see that drop. Again, it's massive, but also you have these helical cut gears in here. There's 3 helical cut gears. What that means is, instead of straight gears, hey Flo, do you have any straight gears or helical gears over there? Let me see if we got some I can show you.
Much later.
All right, so check this out. These are called helical cut gears. So it has a little radius to it almost. You can see that angle to the gear. What that does is it actually runs a lot quieter than a straight cut gear. When you have a straight cut gear, if these gears were straight across, here, turn it sideways, camera. If they were straight across, it actually create like a hum as they mesh together, especially at highway speeds, because these things are gonna be turning pretty fast. So the helical ones actually kind of mesh together like that, or like that. But a lot quieter, great way to go. Little history on the H1 Hummers, they're all straight cut gears, until 2006, and they came out with helical cut gears, which is really nice, and they came out with the Duramax on the 2006 Alpha. Those helical cut gears did quiet it down a little bit. It's not like it's the end of the world if you have straight cut gears. I really don't notice it too much, but it is a little bit louder. And so if you have straight cut gears, that you don't need to swap out for helical cut gears. It's not.
I doubt that you could hear it over, you know, some 40-inch tires either.
Exactly. If you're running 40s on there, or even 38s.
If you can hear this, you got other problems.
So yeah, thanks Flo, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we got this thing on here. We're gonna now get the other side installed, and then we'll get this thing wrapped up here shortly. All right guys, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. We've got some more updates coming on this truck as we wrap it up in the next week or two. So make sure to check back in, hit the subscribe button so you know when they do pop up. Thanks for watching, see you soon.
All right, you guys ready to be famous?
Randy's famous already.
Randy is famous. This guy's on Instagram.
I know. He's been lagging on it.
Do you have an Instagram account?
No.
But you manage Randy's Instagram account, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So hey, Jason.
Throw up Randy's Instagram account again. We need some more followers. Dude, what are you at as far as followers go?
Huh?
How many followers do you have? Why am I asking you?
I have no idea.
Cheeto.
How many followers?
Cheeto.
Yes.
How many followers does he have?
I'm looking right now.
If you guys want Randy's account password, be happy to hand that out to you as well.
Oh, go ahead.
You guys can all help manage Randy's account.
190.
190 followers. Damn, dude, that's good. You started with nothing.
Absolutely zero.
That's more than Jason. I mean, that's, yeah,
I'm
understandable.
better looking than Jason.
What was that?
I'm better looking than Jason. Let's face it.
I think he's better looking than Jason.
Yeah.
But you do, oh, look at this. We got full ninja attire.
There, look at it. All the way down, ninja'd out. Just
like Jason.
Oh, I'm gonna have to change my look now, huh?